So today we're reviewing a show that I watched, I want to say about a year ago, but I never knew how to summarize it longer than a 5-minute video. And as you may or may not have noticed, I had a phase where all my videos were 10 plus minutes. Hell, I even made a 50-minute Ghetto Gakuen video before. That shit was, it was the most fun thing to watch. It was entertaining, but editing that took a bit of time. But now, since I'm going to do daily uploads this week. Oh god, hold up, wait. What's up guys, FNL47 here. Welcome to Watching for the Plot. What I essentially do is stroll through the catacombs of the darkest parts of the internet to find animated erotic videos, then criticize them on the internet because no one else wants to hear me talk about it in the real world. But if you do, subscribe for more. Boys! So that daily upload thing I was talking about earlier, yeah, just forget about that, okay? I mentioned that in the video beforehand. We're not, I'm not gonna subject myself to watching hentai 24/7, okay? I do it enough as is. I made an entire channel. Look at my entire catalog, brother. I don't need to do daily uploads, but I might if there's enough incentive to do so. So we live in a world where education and counseling exists, right? And said counseling is meant to help students' futures. For example, it's to help them hone in on their interests. Either to what they should major in or even help them realize that college may not be for them, genuinely offering them advice. Now, how would this show here named Saimin Seishidou use the power dynamic of a counselor and a student and implement that into a 2-episode hentai series? Well, they do it by making the self-proclaimed counselor specialize in sex, so it's already a red flag there, and also having the ability to hypnotize the entire school. So his dogmatic language, which I'm sure isn't a coincidence that it reeks of authoritarianism, is about briefly as I'm about to say here. Fellow students, my name is Tanaka, and I am a government-appointed sex counselor, and I'll be giving advice to each and every single one of you. Men, view this as nothing more than a physical to help your girlfriends, and women, I'm guiding you to become a real woman for your man. And once the hypnosis is complete, he goes on a rabid tirade of just cooming throughout the entire school, equivalent to Gakuen, the Jakuen, whatever the shit was called. I don't remember the name exactly. Now, one thing I do have to mention is that the fact that this is an ugly bastard genre, it makes everything hit home for, again, the target audience. It's more relatable, if you catch my drift. Now, why do I keep making fun of said target audience? Well, every single chance I review a show that's explicitly for said target audience, it turns out to be one of these questionable pieces of media. Also, the amount of views this type of stuff gets doesn't take that much deductive reasoning to conclude which type of crowd this ugly bastard hypnosis attracts. I mean, I'm not a detective here, but take a wild guess. So questions must be asked and addressed. They won't, but alas, they exist. Number one, where did Tanaka get these powers from? Number two, is he the only one with the ability to hypnotize in this entire universe? And number three, why is he using such a powerful ability just to have sex with high schoolers? Like, my man, you literally can control the world with this amount of power you have, with seemingly no limit whatsoever, and all you want to do is this? Pathetic. Now, one thing that is a major coincidence that I didn't plan on whatsoever between this and Loveholic is that they're extremely similar in this specific instance. High schoolers getting persuaded without their knowledge to then in turn become a Stockholm Syndrome-esque sex slave. What a vibe, dude. What a fucking vibe, dude. So the first victim, Yui, is in her dorm with her boyfriend, and Tanaka, my man Tanaka, you know, the GOAT himself, the main character, is able to tune up or down the sensitivity and the compliance of any victim under his hypnosis at will. So, for example, if someone like Yui, who he wants to cuck in front of her boyfriend named Mikano, he wouldn't alter her sensitivity at all to make her feel more and stick it to the 17-year-old boy who was dating her. I mean, go off, King. I guess I just... like, it's not even like, oh yeah, it's hot. It's more like, what, bro, you, like, this dude, like, and the weird thing about it, like, what makes this weird, like, Tanaka, like, since he was hypnotized, he doesn't feel any, like, oh, how dare you do that. He doesn't feel any of that. He just is like, oh yes, thank you. There's no sense of rush of like you're getting caught by the boyfriend because he's sitting right there just allowing it to happen. So like, even in that aspect, it's just really weird. I mean, of course, like, the phenomenal graphics kind of distract from the fact that the whole dynamic is going on there, but that element itself is very odd observation I noticed there. And after that, he continues to go throughout the entire school, and there are multiple tropes actually. It depends on the clubs and the attitude. Essentially like Japanese dating simulator, where like you have this one girl who's a tsundere, other girl who's like a very shy like tea club member, other girls like a track and field, like very, you know, about her shit. They apply that to the explicit sexual acts and scenes whatsoever. It does its thing. Let's say that right there. It's been about 3 days, I want to say. About 3 days. I really couldn't guesstimate how long because it's literally in the same time frame, broad daylight, seemingly same clothes, seemingly back to back. So it could be literally just all happening in a day, but I'm gonna give him benefit of the doubt and say it happened in 3 days, okay? Because if he's doing all this in one day, then he must have Viagra in his veins pumping at all times. Let's just say that much. And we kind of find out that Yui, you know, the girl I was talking about earlier, the very first girl he counseled, she's now craving and itching for more Tanaka. So much that she starts to abandon her boyfriend to stay with him for as long as he possibly can due to obvious reasons. And once she copulates with him, you know, she's like, hey, can I learn more from you, please? Stockholm Syndrome kind of shit. And that's essentially the end of the series. Now, it works, okay? It works. It shows the power dynamics that were meant to be fulfilled if you were unable to have any success in high school. You can watch this, like, yes, finally, those dumb slut bimbos who didn't give me any ounce of pussy are now getting revenge back accordingly. I'm watching it, like, go off, whatever. It just, like, I get after watching Love X-Holic and seeing how, like, it was implemented in that way, where it was, he accidentally happened to be the talk of the town rather than having hypnotized everyone. Now, this is the thing too, right? I'm not bashing because it's vehemently wrong. I'm bashing because I just came back from watching Love X-Holic. The number of high school-esque hentai I've watched is making me question, like, everything. I mean, I think literally every single one I've watched was like right on that base. I think mainly because the attractiveness that society puts is based on youth, but at the same time, they have to have an adult body. It's a really weird combination. And you look at the most popular shit on the site, you begin to wonder where our society is going to become. Now, again, if you like watching, like, you know, animals or some shit, or like even like some weird ass like octopus, whatever, I'm down. That's fucking fire. But when it's like this many, oh, we'll take control of all these women and make them mine, they're sluts and all, then we can start asking questions, right? Because I mean, like, even I would give you this. Granted, despite it being the same type of shit, and you chew, at least since it's like animals and shit, it isn't directly ugly bastard getting revenge on all the girls that rejected him. Evil man, kidnap, violate people. While if it's like this show here, it's like evil, fat, ugly man get revenge on dumb sluts by kidnapping and violating them. Like, it's just it's a bit too specific. Almost seems like this is someone's literal incel manifesto. I think that's my problem is with this shit, right? I think that's what my problem is. And ugly bastard is a genre entirely. What is it left about the show that I haven't said already? Like, it's just, what is there? I guess I can summarize, right? And so, mind control powers, he uses the mind control powers only explicitly to coerce high schools having sex with him, and literally being, that's it. Now, again, this is the exact opposite of Geto Gakuin, because the MC, he gained powers, which then he can in turn use to coerce any women or demonic women to hop on his dick, but he didn't do it. Instead, he learned how to control his demonic form, control the powers within him, and help people. Now, again, it's a hentai, you can really assume that, but the fact that Geto Gakuin even had a chance of doing that whatsoever is kind of... Alright guys, I don't have an outro, but if I did, it wouldn't matter because no makes fun to the video. Good night. Also, let me know if you guys like the new format. I did a little bit more freeform today. A lot less stressful to follow a strict script, you know what I mean? I don't think he's fucking up every single 3 seconds because, like I said, X-er instead of X-E, you know what I mean? I don't fucking know, dude.